Hey folks, Jim and Leila here for the very last episode of the year. It's the holiday gift guide. Yes. And Leila has some explaining to do.
I'll try and do my best holding everything up.
I'll pretty much hold it up. She had a little accident.
I broke my arm playing dodgeball, so go Avengers though! We did win the first round of the playoffs.
Woo.
We're playing again tonight, so...
Sadly, she fell prey to the other
I didn't
team.
dodge... I dodged all the balls. It was just the wall that was an issue.
Yeah, walls are hard to dodge. They're everywhere. I don't know.
Yeah. So,
I still like my story that Brian Lynch broke your arm first, but
no, that's not happening. It was a terrible dodgeball injury. So.
Yeah, that's okay. Anyway, let's get to the holiday gift guide, and let's start off with comics.
Okay, so there's a brand new one coming out next week. This is why I don't have it here for you. It's been out once before. Yeah, no, it is brand new. I'm pretty sure it's brand new. No. Well, Batman Noel you should definitely pick up. If you can find it still. It's like a Christmas Carol with Batman characters, and it is amazing. Liebermayo does it. So if you see that, definitely pick it up. But there's an Arkham City collected edition for the little mini-series that was out and coming out in hardcover, and it arrives on Wednesday. And it collects the mini-series that sort of describes events that happen between the two video games. So it's an interesting new story for someone. If you have a person in your family that loves the Arkham City video game, this might be just an extra little thing that you can give them that they maybe don't expect. That would be really cool. So definitely pick that one up if you can. Now, also continuing on the Batman theme, going back a bit, this is Batman Nightfall. This is volume 1. There are 3 volumes. Now, the interesting reason why you might want to read this is because of the new movie coming out. And while they haven't directly said that it's based on this storyline, I'm
pretty sure it's a given.
I'm pretty sure it's a given, and so, you definitely want to read this series because A, it's awesome, and B, it's got that tie into the movie that's coming out. I can't recommend this highly enough. It is really, really good, so grab it if you can. Batman Nightfall, there's 3 parts. Also, another great one that you might want to pick up, if for the X-Men fan in your life, is the Dark Phoenix Saga, which this is, if you look on any top 100 list of trade paperbacks and graphic novels, this one usually comes up because it's really awesome. So if you have an X-Men fan, check out the Dark Phoenix Saga. I mean, the hardcover is kind of expensive. I believe there is a softcover as well, but the hardcover is just so gorgeous. If you can, it's really great. And then there are always the classics that you cannot go wrong with, like Sandman, Preacher, Sin City, Akira, if you can find it.
That's being reprinted by Kodansha at the moment.
Exactly.
So, it's a little harder to find, but well worth the money.
Exactly.
Sadly, they're making an American movie out of it. Less said about that, the better.
Yes, exactly. Why the Last Man? Don't forget to check that one out. It's so good. And also, the Infinity Gauntlet, which is also another one that's often on the top 100 list, and that's really cool, especially if you have a HeroClix fan in your life, because there's this big Infinity Gauntlet thing going on starting in January, series of events, and this would be sort of like a good background primer for that. You can read all about sort of what that all comes from and what the whole Infinity Gauntlet thing is about, so definitely check it out if you can.
For my recommendations, I'm going to bring it up again from last week. Go get the Rocketeer Treasury Edition. It is gorgeous. It is wonderful. Go get that book. It is simply wonderful. And as I am an advertising type person, I will also highly recommend picking up my 2 new books, Ninja High School Seleucian Chess and Tiger X, which just released this past week. You can get that at the link that's below, along with my many other books that are wonderful and make great Christmas gifts.
Yes.
I'm a corporate whore. But anyway, next up, let's get to some board games.
Okay, board games. Okay, so, there's many different classics out there, like Settlers of Catan. Right? You can't go wrong with this. Is always a highly rated game. There's lots of expansions and extensions.
It's a fun game.
It is a great game because the board always changes. So it's just, I can't recommend it highly enough. If you haven't played Settlers of Catan, it's really affordable and an awesome game. So definitely pick that one up. Okay, also, this is really timely with The Hobbit coming out soon. I'm talking a lot about...
Hobbit's not coming out until next December, but you know
what I mean? There's all the news is out there about it, right? So, Lord of the Rings is sort of coming back into the spotlight. There is a living card game. So this is the main series for it. I believe there are extensions for this as well. And again, another affordable game. You know, we sell it for $36.99. So I mean, it's going to be somewhere around there. Who knows? But it's
sure to contact the store if you want to get it.
Yeah, it's a cooperative game. It's only for, I believe, 1 or 2 players, or no, 4 players can play cooperatively. So it's like 1 or 2, or up to teams of 2. And the pictures on the cards, like the artwork and all that stuff, and all the pieces are just extraordinary. It is really awesome. So for a Lord of the Rings fan, definitely the way to go. Now this one, 7 Wonders. If you haven't heard about it, this is, I believe it won Game of the Year this year. It's won a lot of awards. It is excellent. It's a strategy game for 2 to 7 players, and it's sort of based on exploiting natural resources and, you know, progressing your land. And there's like 7 great cities in the ancient world, hence the 7 Wonders. It's just a really awesome game to play. If you haven't tried it out, I mean, winning all these awards, it's got to be awesome. And it's, you know, pretty affordably priced. We sell them at like $43. And it's a great family game to try. So if you want to give something like that a go, definitely. And it takes about 30 minutes to play a game, something like that. So that's a good amount of time for anybody to just sit down and get that.
Not a bad time to play a game.
Now, ones that I don't have here to show you, but definitely you should check out if you haven't, are Ticket to Ride. Is another excellent game. Dominion.
Love Dominion.
Dominion, excellent.
Dominion is
Apples to Apples.
Apples to Apples
Yes.
is hilarious.
Hilarious, easy. Anybody can play it. Really good party game. Recently from Wizards of the Coast, they did a Legends of Dritz board game, which is awesome. And they also have coming out a Dungeon of Dread board game, which is the idea of sort of like a D&D dungeon crawl kind of thing that you're doing. It's cooperative in that everybody's trying to beat the game while the game is trying to beat you down, which is kind of cool because there's no losers in that kind of format, right? You're either all losers or you're all winners, right? So I kind of like that, and that's coming out December 20th. So it'll be something brand new that, you know, somebody who likes D&D wouldn't know about in your family, and you could make a hit with that.
For my recommendation, I will recommend a game coming out soon called Godzilla Kaiju Wars. Basically, it's a board game where you're playing a giant monster going through the cities, destroying the cities. It sounds hilariously fun, and I believe it retails at around $40. So yeah, if you want to be Godzilla and crush some cities and some tanks and stuff, this is the game that will let you do it, and it looks great.
Awesome.
Next up, we will let you go into card games.
Yeah, there's some collectible card games, and I'm also going to talk about a HeroClix product, actually, at the same time. So,
well, it's technically also...
Yeah, it's all in this game format. So, HeroClix has recently come out with a Lord of the Rings expansion. Again, we're another Lord of the Rings thing. This is the starter. It comes with 8 collectible miniatures, character cards, a rule book. It comes with campaign rules, and 6 maps, which is awesome. 6 that you could play with. And the figures just look amazing. They're so cool.
And the price point is fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great game that you can get into. So, and I mean, it's probably best if each player had a starter to begin with, but I'm sure that you could sort of break the armies in half and sort of get out of one starter to try. And you can even buy, like, the boosters. They have, like, a gravity drop where you can get one single figure at a time, and that's the booster format for this. So this is really cool, and then HeroClix has also just released their Incredible Hulk set, so for their classic game. So that's another one that you can look into for your HeroClix fans, because that just released. And, you know, if you want to do some other sort of different kinds of clicks, they've also done a Street Fighter one semi-recently that was really good as well. The sculpts are unbelievable. So if you have someone that wants to try a miniatures game that's not overly expensive to get into, the HeroClix format is awesome, and they're branching out beyond comic book characters, so that's, you know, something that anybody could pick up. And then, okay, so next up we've got, for Pokemon peoples,
we call them peoples now.
Yes. Noble Victories is the newest card set, so you can buy the boosters and the starter decks for that. They also have a brand new playmat. This is the first one that they've done, similar to the ones like for Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff like that you can buy. You can just buy the playmat. You don't have to go to a tournament to win it or anything like that. And then they've come out with this recently called a Prime Challenge box. It recycles some older material, but it's good in that you get like a starter deck, booster packs, other cards. So I just really like the overall packaging in that you get several different things and you can play with it right out of the box.
At a relatively low price point.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so for the Yu-Gi-Oh fans in your life, there is a new set out. Okay, now this item right here is the Legendary Collection 2, and I think that this is the best buy out there because it has so many cards in it, great cards for decks that are being played right now, and 5 different mega packs, which is really cool. But if you don't want to go this way, there's also the Hidden Arsenal 5 packs that have just come out. That's the newest product. And there's Hidden Arsenal Special Edition. If you can find that around, it has packs of Hidden Arsenal 1, 2, and 3 in it and a bonus card. And because of all the decks that are being played right now, they're being heavily shopped for all of the light monsters that come in it. So if you can find Hidden Arsenal Special Edition, that's also a great buy as well. And last, for the Magic fans out there, Innistrad is still the newest set. It's been around for a little bit, but there are fat packs and boosters out there. But my best buy, I think, for you is probably M12, if you can find anything for that, boosters or fat packs wise. Just because of all the stuff you get in. There's 5 Titans, 5 Planeswalkers, all the dual lands. It's just a great overall set. So Innistrad's the newest and still is pretty cool, but is overall cards that you can pull. I really like M12 if you can find it. And the Graveborn deck, the new premium deck, has just been announced as an all-foil deck. That's cool. And the From the Vault Legend sets might still be around, and they have some cool cards for Commander and stuff like that. So, we still have some around, so you'll probably find them out there.
Next up, we have movies, which I'm going to start off with. For all you foreign film fans, I cannot highly recommend enough The Troll Hunter. It is simply fantastic. I love this movie to death. It's one of my fave films of 2011. When I saw it in the theater at the beginning of the year, I was either laughing my ass off or just having a good, fun time, which is what a movie like this should be.
Absolutely.
And absolutely fantastically done. If you've never seen a film like this, go see it. It's hilariously fun, and it's actually quite original in a lot of its production-wise.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love this movie. It's one of my faves. And it's got the original Swedish and everything.
That's
so,
cool.
Yeah, check this one out. I simply adored it, and it's got a really low price point at about $10, so you can't go wrong. Next up, we have another hilarious box set of Transformers Headmasters.
Yes.
Now, I was looking forward to this series when I first heard it announced, and then I watched it.
Oh.
But here's the thing. The show is bad. Really bad. But you can make it fun by creating a drinking game.
Not for kids.
No, definitely not. Below me will be a link to the Headmaster's drinking game I created, and if you buy the box set, it is hilariously bad and funny, but if you're a Transformers fan, you're going to love it to death. But yeah, play the drinking game, because you'll be wasted by episode 2. And last and certainly not least is the Alpocalypse Tour.
Love it!
Love it as well. I was at this concert, so I do appear in the DVD every now and then when they pan out to the audience, which is hilarious. But great concert, almost 30 songs on this disc.
And
tons of extras.
Awesome. Yeah.
Tons of extras. And $10 price point.
Yeah.
$10 for like 2.5 hours of entertainment that you will love. This is fantastic, and if you love that, don't forget to get the CD as well. Alpocalypse, the music CD with DVD. Absolutely fantastic.
I think it's downloadable on iTunes too.
It is
you can
as
get
well.
The whole album there too.
You can get it there too.
Yeah.
But if you don't get this, you're not a real fan.
Okay, so for my contribution to the movie section, there are some November and December releases that I'm sure you all know about, but we'll just run down some of the ones that might be interesting. Deathly Hallows Part 2 for the Harry Potter fans,
of course.
If they haven't bought it already. Conan the Barbarian, which was the new reimagining of Conan.
Which was okay.
It was okay.
All right.
Kind of liked it.
Super 8. I quite liked Jason Momoa, but
yeah,
Super 8 was fantastic.
So if you haven't bought that, it's that's a very cool movie. Just trust me. And then for the December releases that are coming out, Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Which actually came out this week.
Yes.
Fantastic film.
Yeah, everyone, I have not seen it, and I really, really want to. And everyone I've talked to has said that it was amazing. So definitely grab that.
Good. Yeah.
Cowboys and Aliens, also to pick up.
Okay.
And also, movie gift certificates, you can't go wrong with those, because just listen to the movies that are coming out in the next month. Just the next month. Yep. Sherlock Holmes #2, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, War Horse, Underworld Awakening, and there's lots more that I didn't even...
Tintin.
Yes, Tintin.
Don't forget Tintin.
Ones that I didn't even mention, so, you know, now's the time to invest.
Gift certificates to movie theaters are the perfect holiday gift.
Yes. Okay, so, going on.
Yep.
Video games.
Next up, video games. Now, we didn't bring anything to show, but for my recommendation, you can't go wrong with Super Mario 3D Land for the 3DS.
Yes.
Simply fantastic game. I got the chance to play it a little while ago. 3D is amazing in it, and the gameplay is classic. It's almost like blending Super Mario Brothers 3 with Super Mario World, and it worked really well.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that game, and any Mario fan would be well-versed to pick it up.
You also like Legend of Zelda, right?
I loved Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. It's probably the best Zelda game in the last 10 years. And the fact that you use the Wiimote as your sword and the nunchuck as the shield, fantastic. Love that gameplay idea. And it works so damn well. And of course, as always, the story in Legend of Zelda is fantastic and just gorgeous, brilliant visuals. And, well, you can't go wrong. It's a Nintendo game. They never go wrong with their games. So, other than that, I also would recommend Kirby for the Wii. It's a hilariously fun game that's perfect for all ages.
That's good.
Yeah. Which is what gameplay needs to be.
Yes, they need to have more of those. You're probably not going to hear any surprises from me. I love Arkham City. And
Arkham City is simply wonderful.
Yeah, and I'm so sad that I can't play it right now. I'm stuck on like 67% complete. It's so frustrating. Okay. Also, Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. Come on now. It's so good. A Harry Potter Lego, for all you people looking for good all-age fare. If you haven't bought them, it is one of the better Lego games. And I play them all because I love them. But
There's a new Lego game coming out.
Yes.
Lego Adventure, I believe.
Exactly.
It's like an RPG or something.
Yep, so I'm excited about that. And everybody's talking about Skyrim. I have not played it yet, but...
I have not played it either. No. I'm not big on Elder Scrolls. I played like the first one years ago, but ever since then I've never really been a fan. But
I've heard the kind of
everyone loves it, so...
But the word kind of on it is that maybe it's best for the PC rather than the console.
Well, that's my guess.
But, you know... Yeah, it is what it is. And then Assassin's Creed Revelations, if you like, you know, more of those adventure
And of course,
games.
If you're a shooter, then there's of course
Call of Duty.
Whatever.
I'm not personally into
I'm not a
those.
fan either. I think those games are stupid, but that's just me.
All right, on to toys.
On to toys. So first up, I'm going to recommend Masterpiece Rodimus Prime, and apparently he's Indiana Jones now. So, but for a $50 price point, you get a really nice die-cast metal Rodimus Prime, and I know many G1ers will be livid at the fact that Rodimus Prime here doesn't come with his trailer. But to me, I couldn't care less. Pretty much I'm like, hey, it's Masterpiece Hot Rod. I can't complain. And it comes with so much stuff. You get a free Target Master and gun and another Matrix, and for $50, you can't go wrong. I mean, it's die-cast. And they don't make die-cast too often anymore. Other than that, I also highly recommend Transformers Unicron, the recently released 25th Anniversary Edition. It's been completely remolded, new head, new paint job, everything. It looks gorgeous. If you're a Transformers the movie fan, this is the movie edition that you've been waiting for. That's actually movie accurate, and it looks great. I cannot actually wait to put that on my shelf, hopefully in the new year myself. Other than that, I also recommend the Mr. Potato Head Star Trek set with Spock and Uhura.
Hilarious.
It's hilarious. If you're a Star Trek fan, you're gonna love this. And it's just too good to pass up. Anytime they do a Mr. Potato Head in popular culture type stuff, it's great.
I have my Darth Tater.
Yeah, I have my Bumble Spud. So hey.
There you go.
But hey, yeah, if you're a Mr. Potato Head fan, pick this one up. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. If you're looking for little girls out there, my niece is currently all into Squinkies. If you haven't heard about Squinkies, they are the hot new thing to check out, and they're fairly affordable. So, and then Lego is always a hit. My nephew is getting huge into that.
There's, of course, My Little Pony.
My Little Pony.
For all the bronies out there,
yeah.
I mean.
And
all the girls.
Yep. And then, Barbies everywhere.
Barbies always all over the place. We got... Of course, there's the new Elmo.
Yes.
Every year has to have a new Elmo.
Yes,
so.
That's right. Why isn't there like a cool dancing Muppet thing?